Pink Poodle Crafts, join the Poodle Pack. It's time to get creative and make you laugh. Make your own art today. Pink Poodle Crafts is the way.
What a good boy. Hey crafty family, it's me. And today we are going to make cute little fabric pumpkins. Aren't these adorable? It's so cute. I'm going to show you how to basically make this. However, I'm going to do it with a twist. Now there's tons of videos showing you how to make these. And they all are made out of various fabrics. Like this was made out of this kind of fabric. It's like a fall kind of fabric. And you can use any fabric you want. But I didn't see any made out of denim. So I wanted to make a denim pumpkin out of a pant leg. And that's what we're going to do. And this is the minimal sewing pumpkin. So you're going to do, you know, minimal sewing on this. So basically you want your fabric to be, now I'm going to end up cutting that off because I don't want the seam. So I'll probably do that right away. I'm just going to cut off the leg here, this, what do you call it? The seam part of the leg, just so it's not all yucky. I save these and use them for other things. Anyway, so you want your fabric to be twice as long as the height of your pumpkin. So this is going to be, we're going to use the leg so that we can do minimal sewing. Whereas if you use material, you have to sew it on a seam, but this is already done for us. So if this is, let's see how tall this is. Since this is already a certain width, I'm just going to double it since it's two pieces of fabric together. So I'm going to see how long this is. Well, might help if I put it down by the 0. Let's see, it is, let's say it's about, I guess it's about 10 inches, 10.5 inches, I would say. So if it's 10.5 inches, then it would be, so we'd want 10, let's say 10 inches. So it would be 20 inches if I opened it up, you know, if I cut it here. It would be 20 inches if I open it, or 20 and 21 inches if it's 10.5. It's like hard to say exactly. Yeah, it's a little over 10 inches. So let's just say 10 to be on the safe side. So if I cut this and actually cut it here and open it out flat, this would be a 20 inch piece of fabric. So what we're going to do is make a 10-inch pumpkin. We're going to cut 10 inches this way. So we're going to do half the width of all the fabric we have, including what's folded around with it. Do you know what I mean? So if this is a 20-inch piece of fabric, we're going to do it 10 inches down, and that's what we're going to cut. So we're going to do this. So we're going to cut 10 inches, which this goes to 18. So then at 8 inches, we're going to cut about 8 inches. So this is going to make a pretty large pumpkin. Now, if you want to make a smaller pumpkin, you would have either a skinnier pair of pant leg, which a lot of people do. This is from Chris's when he was a lot heavier, so that's why they're so wide. But you can also, you know, you can sew it if you want to. You don't have to use all of this. If you want to make a shorter pumpkin, you know, you would use like a 10-inch piece of fabric folded in half. It would be 5 inches of this. And then, you know what I mean? So I'm going to cut this at 8 inches here. So this is going to be a larger pumpkin, which will be like a nice big pumpkin. But like I said, you can make it as big or as little as you want. So I don't know. I'm probably just going to have to cut this with scissors because I don't think the razor is going to go through it. So I'm just going to wing it and cut it as best I can. I'm just going to cut it as best I can because it's very hard to try to make it perfect. Okay. So now we've got this tube of fabric. Now, if you didn't have this tube of fabric, you would make a tube of fabric by using one long strip of fabric and then sewing it together to make a tube like so. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make it inside out. Okay. Make it inside out. And we're going to pick a side and we're going to put a gathering stitch to gather the bottom up, basically. And we're just going to do like a typical running stitch, but you don't do it between both the fabrics. Do it on all the way around the open fabric, and I'll show you what I mean. We don't need any more jeans, and we're going to use a strong type of thread. It's not even thread, it's like a string. I would use something strong. Do not use regular thread for this because it will bust and you will be pissed because you have to gather it. So whatever you do, do not use regular thread. Use embroidery floss, use yarn, use something strong, and use like a larger eyed needle. I'm going to leave it right on this roll because it's easier to work like that. Of course, I left my glasses over there, didn't I? I did. So I'm going to get this through the needle somehow, some way. It'll get through there. It's a large eyed needle, so. Crap. Let me grab my glasses because I can't see crap without them. Hold on. I literally can't see without my glasses when I'm trying to do something small in my hands. I really need to go to the eye doctor and get an actual prescription. But eye doctors cost money. And that's something I don't have. And then glasses on top of it cost money. So I just get the kind from the drugstore, which are probably doing more damage than good. This is becoming a pain in the ass to do. And I don't have a proper threading device. You just need to do the best that you can. There we go. Once you get it, it's all good. Okay, so now we're going to gather up. We're going to do like a running stitch, and I'm going to start from the inside. Well, this one doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because this one's going to be on the inside. You're not going to see it. And just like a 1/4 inch from the edge of the fabric, you're just going to do a typical running stitch all the way around. And every now and again, you're going to pull your fabric through. Hopefully everything will stay out of my way so I can do this. And if you have problems like I typically do, get yourself a pair of pliers because it might be easier sometimes to pull this out with a pair of pliers, because once you get it going, it'll be all right. This is the most time-consuming part of the whole process, and it's not that bad. Try to go around the seam. Don't go through it, because it'll be better if you just go around it. And I'm going to pull this out again. When you're using a thicker needle with a thicker material, it's takes a little bit of oomph to get it out sometimes. That's why it's good to have pliers handy. So it doesn't take as long as you think it does to do this part. It really doesn't. Just a few minutes. You could do it while you're listening to your favorite YouTuber or what have you. Maybe me. Maybe not. But I would just take your time, and it really doesn't take long. I don't like to do projects that take a long time, so trust me, if I have to do something that takes me more than like 45 minutes to an hour to do, then I don't want to do it. But, you know, oh crap, I pulled the needle out. Damn it. Figures, now I gotta redo this whole thing. Don't do what I do. Do as I say, not as I do. Goodness. But this is the strongest stuff that I have, so I figured this stuff would be good. Just be careful not to pull it out. Anywho. And don't think you have to be perfect or anything. It's all going to come out at the end. It'll be fine. So don't fuss over it. Now we're going to pull this out. And look, we're almost at the edge, just a couple more stitches. And we want the strings to come out both on the same end. So if this one's coming out on this side, you want this one to come out on this side, like next to it, almost like a drawstring for drawstring pants, kind of. That's how you want it to end up coming out. So however you got to arrange your stitches so that happens, you want them like, you know, a 1/4 inch from each other, an 1/8 of an inch from each other, but right next to each other. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull, so not to waste so much of this, I'm going to pull the side that's connected to the spool, which keeps jumping around on me, so that it shortens this side because I have so much thread and I can actually pull the needle off of this now. Come on, now I don't want to come off. So I'm just going to pull it so that it shortens this so I don't waste so much of my string. And I'm going to pull it just enough like that so I can make a good knot, and basically that'll also gather all your fabric because that's what you want to do anyway. So gather it all together, tie you a good knot at the bottom, good knot, tie it a couple times. You want to make sure it's gathered real well. I'm just going to town over here because why the hell not, right? Why the hell not? Get it? So now we're going to cut this off and that part's done. Okay, so now we turn it around and we have this funky hat that I'm going to put on my head. That's what it looks like. Doesn't that look like a hat somebody would wear? I can see it now. People are going to make pant leg hats. Anyway. So anyway, now it does matter what color you do the last bit, not this part where you're gathering it. You can use whatever color you want, but then after that you might want to have a color that you're going to want that's going to show a little bit, unless you do some adorning afterwards to cover it up, which I'm going to do, so I don't care that I'm using green. I'll explain all that later, but for now, this little thing. Now for this, later we can put like a little circle of denim on the bottom to really seal that in with hot glue. So now we're going to do the same exact thing we just did. We're going to do a running stitch around it exactly like we just did, with a couple exceptions. So we're going to re-jam this into the needle. Okay, I'm going to still leave that on the spool. Now we're going to do the same thing. This time we're going to start on the inside, because now this time we're not inside out. So if you leave it on the outside, your thread will show. So we're going to start on the inside and start our running stitch so that we end on the inside. So you're just going to do the same thing all the way around that you just did. You know, you don't want to do super wide stitches. You want to do maybe no more than, you know, 1/8, 1/4 inch-ish. Let me pull this out here. And the nice thing is if you can work off a spool, if you can't, no big deal. You would just be careful not to pull it all the way through, or tie a knot at the end so it can't pull through. You know what I mean? But I'm lucky enough to have a big spool, so I'm just going to use that. Okay, so I'm going to go over the seam. I'm just going to keep going. And it literally takes like less than 5 minutes to go around, and you know, both the top and the bottom. 5 minutes for one, 5 minutes for the other. I don't even think it took 5 minutes for the other one, to be honest. And these are really cute, and they're great. The little ones are great little gifts you can give out, you know, to like your friends or whatnot. And these big ones are cute. You can sit it on your like fireplace, or sit it on your, you can even sit it on your porch, as long as you don't let it get wet, obviously. Wouldn't want that. I'm just trying to pull it, pull the needle out, because it's tough in denim. It definitely ain't easy. But most of us know how to do a running stitch, so it's not that big of a deal. Most of us do, I think. There we go. Just keep going. I just do like 6 inches and then pull it through, and then do another 6 inches or so and pull it through. I'm not a fan of sewing either. I can't stand hand sewing anything. But I'll do that, and now I'll pull it through. You're also going to need some sort of stuffing. You can use old fabric, you can use batting, which I actually have some batting that I have left over from little snowmen I was making last year. Or not, I don't think it was last year, it was a couple years ago. I don't think I did anything last year because I was sick. So you can use some sort of batting, which batting material is very cheap. You can get it at Walmart, like really cheap. So that's always a plus. You can get it cheaply. Oh God, it's really hard to get this through denim, but if I can do it with my arthritis hands, then you can. It ain't that bad. Get in the hole. That's what she said. Come on. Stop being a jackass already. Do your job, stitchy thing. It's called a needle. I just call the needle a stitchy thing. That's how much I know how to sew. When I call a needle a stitchy thing instead of a needle, makes you wonder. I gotta shorten my lead on that a little bit. I need like, I literally need like one more stitch, and that's it. So I'm pretty much just going to do that then. I thought I needed more than that. Okay, now again, I'm going to pull my needle out, and I'm going to pull this so that my tail end here is shorter, because I don't need that big of a tail end. I'm doing it the wrong way. Come on. And it's also going to gather some of my fabric, which I don't want it gathered all the way. Come on. Or is it this way? Why am I doing it the wrong way? Oh, come on. Now this side's got to give me problems, right? Alright, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it too much because we just need to fill it. So we are going to open it up a little bit and fill it. Now is the time to get your batting, which looks like this. It's polyfill. It's called polyfill, and it's basically like this weird, I hate the way it feels stuff. And you pull it apart a little bit as you put it in, and you're going to stuff it. So you pull it like this to fluff it up a little bit, and then you stuff it. Helps give it a little body and helps you use less. I actually need to get some more of this because I'm got like a quarter of my bag left, I think. But luckily, it's not very expensive. Yeah, I have less than a quarter of my bag left, I think. I'll have enough for this pumpkin and maybe a couple tiny ones. And I'm going to have to get some more because I want to make more pumpkins. Now, you want to make sure it's pretty full so that when you gather it, like there's not enough in there. Definitely need more. You're going to probably put more than you think you need. This is going to be a cute one. This is going to be a cute one. And then you just want to gather it a little bit and see. Just about, maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. I want to make sure it's even and that's all pushed. I try to push it out from the center a little bit to like really get it even and kind of rounded. I think that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. I'm definitely have to get some more of that polyfill. Definitely, definitely. Okay, so this is the first big one I'm making. I made the small one, and years ago I made a couple of these little ones too. So I'm hoping that I do it right. I'm just going to mostly pull it from that side just because I have so much string hanging here. Now, a lot of people, and you want to be careful you don't break your string. A lot of people leave a big hole, or not a big hole, but a pretty decent size hole. I try not to leave much of a hole in the center. I like to pretty much keep it really tight, and then you're going to tie it off without breaking your string, because that's the part that's, oh my goodness, such a pain in the ass if you break your string, because then you got to resew everything, and it's just not a happy thing to have to do. Okay, so then you can cut off the excess. Actually, this is, I don't cut off the excess, that's right. I either tuck the tail in or I cut the excess of the tail off. Some people at this point will cut the threads off and start over from there to do the, because this is where you're gonna, what you're gonna do is make those little sections, the little butts. I call them little butts. They look like little butts. Pinch the butt. So you're gonna make your little butt cheeks now. And I like to make the butt cheeks using this string that is coming, that's already, you know, sewed in there, already good. And what I'm going to do is, now we're going to cut it off the spool though. So what I usually do to figure out how much I need is I wrap it around like 5 or 6 times. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I know that I'm not going to need any more than that. So then I can unravel it. Get out of here. I can unravel it. So now I know that this length wrapped around this pumpkin at least 5 times or 6 times is plenty. Plenty, plenty. Like, I mean plenty. And now you can put it back on your needle. This is the part that's just a little tricky, and I'll show you. It's not too bad though. It really isn't too bad. Okay, so because my string is way over here, and I kind of want to start my thing on a seam, but it's not necessarily going to work out perfectly because I've got 2 seams right here. I'm going to go in and come out like right here, like right here above where I want it to start. So I'm just going to go in and pull this like that. So now it'll be here and it'll start like so. Or I can do it on top of it. Let's see, do I like that better? No, let's do it on this side. But you don't have to do it this way. So now what we're going to do is we are going to make our little butt cheeks. So now you're going to start your seam wherever you want. You don't have to start it on the seam. You can do it wherever you want. And what you're going to do is take your needle and go up through the center. This is the hard part. This is the part that becomes a pain. So you're going to go in through the center on the bottom. And you're going to be carefully, hopefully, which mine didn't do it. you're going to hold it if you can, and try to, without hurting yourself or poking yourself, or to get it to come out the center. Come on. Come on. There we go, good enough. And push it down and use pliers to pull it up. Phew, that was a pain in the butt. The first time usually is. And then you can line your string up. But look how thick this pumpkin is, and I still was able to do it because they put, you know, it's sinky, it's pushy downy. That's a technical word. It's pushy downy. What am I doing? Am I pulling this the wrong way? No. Sometimes you'll pull out some of your polyfill. It'll get stuck. Oh man, I got a knot in here. Come on now. Jackass. Alright, no reason for this. We ain't got no time for this. I don't know how the hell that happened in the span of a few seconds of pulling that through. I've never had that happen before. But anyway, you're going to pull it tight, and it's going to make your first, you're going to arrange it how you want it. And it's going to make your first butt cheek. I was going to say butthole, but you're not making a butthole. You're making a butt cheek. Okay? And it's not going to be perfect, and you're never going to get it perfect, and that's fine. Good enough. So that's close enough. That's your butt cheek. So then you move it to where you want to move it. So, like, I'm just going to go right here, basically, and then go through. So I'm going to hold it. I hope you guys can see. I better zoom you guys out just a little bit because Lord knows I can't keep in frame when it's zoomed in at all, so this is just never a good idea for me to be that zoomed in. Alright, so anyway, sorry, okay, so now I'm just going to hold the string. There's where we're going in, there's where we're coming out. I'm going to go again in through the bottom. We're going to do this little dance. Well, we don't have to worry about holding it there because we're going to adjust it later. We're going to find our needle, which usually is like, just be careful you don't poke yourself. I found it. It's right there. You want to be very careful. I would advise you to maybe use, what the hell happened here now? Jesus. I have no idea. That's my little strand from last time. Every time I pull it out, there's a new surprise. This only happens on video. It will not happen other times. Only on video does this stuff happen. Only. That's the only flipping time. Whenever I make these other times, no problem. Okay, so now you're going to place your fabric, place your string. And you know, you want them to be a few inches apart. Just kind of eyeball it. They don't have to be perfect. It's a pumpkin. You want it to just look like a pumpkin. You're just trying to make little butt cheeks. So then you're gonna go back through again, and you're not gonna worry about where it's going, like where your string is going yet, because right now we have to worry about getting it up through the center and not poking ourselves. Okay, I got it. Now I'm gonna put it down on my desk and push. And hope I don't go through my finger. Yeah, you can use a plastic needle for this part. I advise you to probably use a sturdy plastic needle. That would be better. One that's, you can use a blunt needle. It doesn't have to be really, you know, something that's not going to inflict pain. There we go. So now I'm going to move this over just a little. There we go. Now we've got more butt cheeks. Okay, oh, this will happen to go right on the other seam. Lucky us. Lucky, lucky. Again, repeat the same thing again. Because, you know, That's how it is. That's what we do. There we go. There we go. I found it. Let's see, can I pull it up without a problem this time? And then we're going to go down again. I'm just going to repeat this pretty much all the way around like magic. It starts to get a little easier as the pumpkin is squashing down from all the pulling and tucking and all that stuff. It's kind of like you're doing plastic surgery on somebody's butt. You're giving them a more supple butt. And it starts to look like a pumpkin. Hopefully, I think it does. Don't want to mess it up too much. There we go. Trying to keep it tight, and you can kind of pull it as you go around a little bit, and you want to keep it as tight. It needs to look like little butts a little bit. Now we're working with denim as well. Denim's a little bit more like screw you. It wants to do its own thing. So it's a little harder to get denim to stay exactly how you want it to be. It's getting a bit easier to find the needle. Alright. Oh, it looks like we're done, right? Is that it? That looks good to me, I think. Yeah. There we go. That's so cute. I love this. This is so freaking adorable. Oh my goodness. Now, see how we gave ourselves plenty so that we have plenty left. Now we're going to find our other piece that we tucked in there. And we get to tie it. See how easy that is? We don't have to make any fancy thingamabobbers. We can just tie it with the string that, and I think I said you can cut it off if you want to. Don't cut off that little thing because I forgot we're going to need it to do this with. So you definitely don't want to cut it. You want to keep it, just tuck it in or get it out of the way while you're sewing. But this is what's going to keep, you know, you so that you can tie off your little who's-a-what's-its. Now, you just want to adjust any little pumpkin butts that are causing any issues. It's like I said, denim's a little more persnickety. Now, I may or may not use these little things, so I'm not going to cut them off yet. Because I may not use, I may use these for a decorative purpose. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. But there's the base of your pumpkin, and that is adorable. And yes, I know there's a small hole there. We're going to fill that, so don't worry about it. This is so stinking cute. Yeah, totally cute. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now we get to decorate it. Now, you can see that there's some of the green string. I don't really care. That doesn't bother me, but you can use like a denim colored string so it'll camouflage it if you want to. But another thing you can do, and what did I do with it? I lost it. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. If you have like lace, how cute would it be to adorn the center with lace? Because, you know, denim and lace go really cute together. So I'm thinking if I take pieces, I don't know if I have enough on this spool. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's eyeball it and see. Enough to go that way. And then enough to go, no, I don't. That way and that way. Okay, but I do have enough on a different spool. I thought just maybe I might have enough on that, but no. But I know I have enough of this. So we'll use this. I just think it would be cute. If you weren't going to do this part, because I mean, hello, what's cuter than denim and lace? Nothing. If you're not going to do this, though, you might want to use a string that you don't mind it's going to show. If you don't mind the green string showing, don't worry about it. You can't really notice it. I mean, aside from the string that's hanging out of it, you don't really notice it. You're not going to really notice it. So I wouldn't fuss too much about it. Don't like get all, you know, too concerned over it. Why is there so many needles in here? I can't get to the lace. And there's more than one end, more than two ends. I think there's a conspiracy going on with this lace. Okay, so let's see. This may not be thick enough, this lace. So it's not going to show up real nice. I may have to go get something else. Whereas the other one was a little bit thicker. I thought this would work, but I think it's going to be a little too thin. All right, hold your horses real quick. Let me grab some lace. Oh, this might look cool. Okay. Okay, I think I have what might work really well. Okay, sorry. I don't feel like editing this, so I didn't want to stop the camera. I have this stuff here, which may or may not work. That may work to be cute like that. So just go like that. That might be cute, but I think what might be better even is this stuff. Potentially. If I have enough of it. As I like this length to be sticking out. This little eyelet lace. Oh, that's so cute. That is really cute. Or I have a bigger one. That's really cute. That would be really cute though, wouldn't it? Let's see. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have enough. Just trying to decide if that's what I want to use. Yeah. That would be adorable. Don't you think? Yeah, that's totally cute. Really cute. Okay. Let's do that. I'm going to use hot glue to attach it though. So I'm not going to sew it or anything like that because that's just a lot of trouble. Why is my hot glue gun always stuck around other things that it doesn't need to be stuck around? Insanity. Ay, ay, ay. Every time I grab my hot glue gun, it's totally stuck. Alright, so we're going to have to like figure this out because it needs to kind of go into this little butt crack. So I'm going to have to, crap, that might be hard to do. I might need my spatula for this. And really, it doesn't have to be, where is my spatula? It doesn't have to be in every section, like glued into every little section. Get off of me. It just needs to be and then take the spatula and put it down like that. Like I can leave it, you know, a ½ inch undone and then do a little bit more down here. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't have to be connected in every little... Oh, seriously. Every time I put my glue gun down, it picks up something new. How cute, a denim and lace pumpkin. That's so cute. Alright, now we're going to cut this here. It only needs to go to there. So I'm going to put some glue. I feel like I'm spreading butt cheeks. And luckily, because it's inside of a little butt cheek, it doesn't, you're not going to see any of the gluing and all that. Cute, 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 cute. Oh my cuteness, oh my cuteness. That is so cute. Alright, these need to stay out of the way. Okay, now we need to do it again. We want it to lay the same way as the other one did. The first piece is the hardest piece. It requires the spatula. Okay. I think that's backwards, isn't it? No, it's fine. It's just that piece is folding over. There we go. Very cute. Yep, this is stinking cute. And you can use whatever you want. You don't have to use lace. You can use anything you want, obviously. It's your pumpkin. You can decide that you want to use, you know, yarn, or eyelash trim would be cute too. Like a long eyelash trim coming out inside would be adorable. You can use anything you want. You can put nothing. You can just leave it plain and just, you know, without any kind of lace or anything at all. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, I can't get that right now. Let me go shut that off, or else it's going to keep going and going and going. Okay. All right. I'll call her back in a little bit. Let me finish this up first. Okay. And then we've got another one. And if you have glue strings, I can show you how to get rid of the glue strings too after we're done. An easy way. Okay. I don't need that much string. I'm going to cut that off so it's not so much. Okay. Just holding it in there with the spatula so that it stays cute. And luckily I have a strong enough string that can handle having hot glue pretty much put right on top of it. So you also want to keep that in mind. Like, that's another reason why you wouldn't want to use thread to wrap your pumpkin and give it the little butt cheeks for sure. You definitely want to use something stronger because you have to pull so tight on it. And then we'll cut it off and put the final piece in there. Just hold it in for a second. Okay. That is looking so adorable. My goodness. And just 1, 2, 3 more to go. 3 more to go. This is something you can also do with the kids. However, any kind of hot gluing you definitely want to do. But as far as like, you know, stuffing the pumpkin and all that stuff and pulling the stitches tight, you know, they can totally do that and help you with it. And it's something you could do together. So that would be a fun thing to do. And they can make it out of whatever fabric they want. They can even, you can even make it out of like last year's sweaters. I've seen people make them out of sweaters before, which I actually am going to do as well. I have like one little sweater that I'm not planning on wearing anytime soon. So I'm going to make one out of that. So, and there are plenty of videos showing you how to do that. It's very easy. So you can do that as well. So you could take your kids' clothes, like let's say like last year's Halloween t-shirts and stuff from the kids. They might have a cute little pattern or something that's Halloweenish that you can take and, you know, use it for these pumpkins and have like the cute little pattern show up on the pumpkin. So yeah, totally don't throw away those old shirts and sweaters from last year because you can make little pumpkins out of them. That would be so cute. That would definitely be so cute. Oh my goodness, this is so adorable. Definitely would be really cute to make it out of last year's stuff. Where'd it go? I need my spatula, dang it. You can make them out of your sweaters, the kids' old sweaters, your husband's old sweaters. Anything you got laying around that you are not using any fabric. Like maybe you have an old blanket. You can even use that and make some. I've seen people do them out of t-shirt fabric. Burlap is another one you can do. Anything, really. Anything at all. And I'm going to show you a no-sew at all, where you don't have to sew anything. Not even the little gathering stitch. I'll show you that one as well when we're done with this one real quick. I'm not going to probably do the whole thing, but I'll show you, I'll give you the idea and the gist of it. I mean, you still have to put a needle in of some sort and make the little butt cheeks, but as far as like the gathering stitch and all that, you don't even have to do that part. And you don't even have to give it butt cheeks if you don't want to, as long as you give it the idea that it's a pumpkin. Like, I'll show you what I mean. Like, there are ways to make it where you don't have to make it. It'll kind of have some gathers, and you can just use, kind of make, it'll look faux pumpkin-y. I'll show you. Can't hard to, it's too hard to explain. Can't do it. Just can't do it. Hopefully I'll remember to show you before I stop filming the video. And just one more. Whoa. Get back here. One more. My glue gun is telling me to go screw myself right now because it's not getting time to heat up between me using the glue. So yeah, that's why I usually like to have 2 glue guns going at one time. Yep, I'm gonna have to let this cool off or heat back up again. So let me give this a second and we'll work on something else. We'll work on the stem for a minute while this heats back up a little bit. Okay, so while that's heating up, we still only have this little bit. I can even cut this off right here. Ow! The hell poked me, damn it. Is there another freaking pin in this? How many pins do they need in one thing of lace? There was like 5 pins in the damn thing. Jesus. Anyway. Okay, so now to make the thing, ooh, you know what would be a good idea? I can't reach it. So this would work well to use as possibly, this might be a little too tattered, but it would work well to make the stem, but we're going to make the stem first out of a piece of felt. And it's a patterned felt, but whatever. That's all I had. So this is a good size for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up. Oh, and I need the glue gun too. Damn it. Well, we'll wrap it up. And maybe by the time I'm done wrapping it, the glue gun will be heated enough. But it doesn't matter that there's a pattern on it because we're going to cover it up. So, oh, and that's another thing I wanted to do. You know what I wanted to do? Let me see if there's enough juice in this. Wow. Is it off? It's off. That's why that happened. Damn. Why has this got to happen to me right now while I'm filming a video that I don't want to have to edit? Anyway, so we'll just have a little chat while that just decides to shut off. That's the only thing I don't like about this glue gun. I love this glue gun, but I hate that the power button is right here. I wish they would put a power button on the wire, not here where your hand is, so that you could keep shutting it off. Stupid. The same thing. I have that same problem with hair dryers and straighteners and stuff. They always put the buttons right where you put your hands, so that as you're doing it, you end up shutting it off, and then you're like, why isn't it working? Put the power button on the cord. Stop putting the power button where your hands go. That is like my biggest pet peeve with these tools that need to be heated up, that you need to have plugged in and heated up. Like, I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. You would think that somebody out there would be like, oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. But no, they don't. They keep making them and they keep putting it on the freaking handle instead of a little box off of the plug, which I would much rather prefer. Let me grab a drink really quick because my mouth is dry. And while we wait for the heat gun to heat way back up again because it's completely cold. Well, while we do that, I can show you the quick no-sew way to do it. Now, obviously, you can use any fabric you want, but I happen to already have round fabric. And this is round denim, actually. And this might be too small. You might need it might, you know, even for a small pumpkin, this may be a little small. But what you would do, and the best way to do this, is to use rice. Put some rice in the middle and gather it up. Yeah, this is probably too small. Yeah, that's too small. It was going to make a, you know, too small of a pumpkin. But anyway, let's see. Do I even have a piece that's not too small but not too big? That's not this right size. Of course I don't. Why would I have that? I have this piece. Here we go. Yes, this is my rag. Let's just pretend. So you'd put a bunch of rice in the center, and then you'd gather it up, you know, let's say you put the rice in the center, and then you gather it up, okay? You like, and you could do a square if you want, because you can just cut it later. You gather it up, and then to hold it temporarily, tie a rubber band, and then take string and tie it real tight, okay? And now, remember I said you can get like a faux kind of look, because you'll have like these cute little wrinkles. And if you do it right, you can kind of make the little wrinkles where you want them to be, so that you can get it so it looks like a pumpkin. Obviously, this is a bad example because this is a dirty rag and not a thing. But if you use cute fabric and do this, and then you can cut some of the top off and leave some of it sticking out like the stem. And if you do that, then you wrap string around it. Like if you cut off like that much and left that much of a stem, and either, you know, and then wrap the string really tight around it and go up some, or you can just leave it like this and stick something in the center as a stem, but cut some of this off. But you know what I mean? Go look online. You can see tons of ways to not sew and make a pumpkin. I'll have to do that in another video maybe, but I can't do it now because this video is already going to be way too long because my glue gun shut off. But I'm sure you understand what I mean. That's how you can do it without sewing at all. Because I hate sewing, like having to sew for a project. But now that I have a sewing machine at the ready, it's not so bad. And I've gotten used to doing a running stitch where it's, doesn't bother me so much. But, I don't like to have to sew if I don't have to. So I like to, like this. I could have, been really anal and like somehow sewed this in. I don't know how the hell I would have sewn that. It would have been impossible probably. But you know what I mean. And then this stem is a thinner piece of this that I wrapped the string around. And I hot glued it carefully. I would wrap it, and then when I got to the top, I kind of hot glued it and swirled it around the very top. Like here, I would swirl the string into the center, and I would hot glue it every now and again, carefully, just a little bit so it wouldn't squirt out all over the place. And that's how I ended up with that cute little stringy dingy thing. But I think what we're going to use for this, I think I should get out a doily, because I was thinking about that. It would be cute. Let's see if I can find a doily that's not too big. It's not too big, not too small. That would fit. Not those. Some of these smell so good. I know I have some littler doilies in here somewhere. There. Here's one. There's one right there. That would be cute. That would be cute right there. So we're going to do that. We're going to put that there. I don't think I have any other smaller ones really. I have that. You can also do that type of thing. Put appliques on it, and I have these square doilies. That would be kind of cute too. No, I like this one. That one's a little cuter. Okay. Okay. Those are some of those antique doilies and stuff, linens that I got from that place. Okay. So, when we put the stem in, it'll be like, it'll go like that. How cute. Oh my goodness. And it'll be wrapped in denim. And maybe we'll put like a little rhinestone or something on top of it. That would be so cute. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Is there enough glue in here now? Oh yeah, now we're hot. Now we're cooking with gas. Thank goodness, because that was annoying. That was annoying. Alright, we'll at least get this settled, and then I'll go back to fixing the rest of the lace. Okay. I may cut a little bit this off the top. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so let's finish the lace. Now that we got that worked out. Oh yeah, that's better. It's coming out much better now. I was wondering what the hell was going on. I just figured I was using too much, but I've never had that happen before with this glue gun, so I didn't really know what the hell was happening. I'm glad it was just that it was off, really, because I was going to say, if this glue gun can't keep up with me... Alright. And then I'll put the last piece in. And that makes it so that this bottom now is fully covered up because I put hot glue and the lace goes all the way in. So yeah, that's awesome. Alright, so I am going to cut these off. I don't need them after all. I thought maybe I would need them for something, but no. So I'm going to carefully cut them like so. Don't need them. And then we're going to glue our little goily. We're going to glue our goily in. Let's glue our goily. What a good little goyle. Spatula. Just going to glue that in, and we're going to tack it down on the sides over here a little bit. Just so it lays nice and flat. Thankfully, it's a nice thick doily, so... Thin doilies are a little harder to hot glue, you know what I mean? Because you have to, like, be careful of the glue poking through it. So thankfully this is perfect. This crochet doily is like perfect because doesn't take much glue, and I don't have to worry about being so careful because there's plenty of room for it to be on without it causing an issue. Okay, good deal. This is adorable. Oh my goodness. This is so stinking cute. Ah, so cute. So do we want a long stem or shorter? I kind of want a long one, but have it be bent a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. I wonder if I can get it to be a little crooked, because that would be cute. Yeah, that would be cute. So now what I want to do is the most frayed parts I'm going to cut like here to here. But maybe, I'm thinking maybe to do, I don't know, I might have to cut this or use like, and use something to cover that up with. What do you think? Or do I just use a piece of denim? Maybe a piece of denim. Let's see, I've got plenty of it. Where is it? Where did that leg go? Oh, here it is. Let's see. If I cut a piece off, that's, uh-oh. Where did my stem go? Oh, crap. Alright, I don't understand. Did I accidentally throw it? There it is. I tried to just think, I'm a hot mess. Anyway, if I just take a piece of this and just cut, just this will be used for making stem pieces. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. And then I can just take it and wrap this around like so. Okay, so let's lay some glue in here. Okay, lay the glue here. That's better. Much better. It's not really going to bend though. I'm going to cut a little bit off the top. Just trying to think if that's too tall. Slightly. That's better. I'll cut this off, and then we will put a little topper on it. Better, better, better. Okay, so I basically just wrap this in denim. That's going to stick in there. I'm going to get a little, make a little round, hopefully, a little round top to go on that. We're going to try. Yeah, we're going to try it. See what happens. It's pretty good. Pretty good, I would say. And anything that's outside of it, I can cut off. I can trim. So let's give that a try and see what happens. Shall we? Wow, that actually worked out fairly well. Shockingly. I shockingly did that right on the first shot. Don't even have to cut any off. Damn! Did good. Very cute. Just trying to puff it up. Now I'm going to stick hot glue on the bottom of this and pop it in there like so. And as long as you hold it tight, it'll work perfectly. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my goodness, look at that. Is that not the cutest thing ever that you've ever seen? Now remember, I show you how to get rid of glue strings. Take your heat gun and go around it, and the glue strings will shrivel up. Yep, that'll shrivel them all up, which is awesome. So yeah, that is adorable. I'm thinking about putting a rhinestone up here. I don't know about you, but I think a rhinestone would be cute. Now you could do all kinds of things. What would be cute is you could even take, like, let me find my things first. Hold on, they're stuck here. You can take, where is it? Here it is. Like rhinestone chain, and you can do like this whole stem in rhinestone chain, and you can do like, you know, denim and diamond type of thing, and do like a really cute, or you can do like down the center I don't know why there's string stuck to this, but that's what's causing a problem. But you could totally go down each of these things like this with this. I mean, how cute would that be? Like a blingy little pumpkin. That would be so cute, and I'm tempted right now to do that. So tempted. So tempted to do that, because that would be so cute. I'm not going to. I might do that on a smaller one, but I'm not going to. It would use up a lot of my bling. And I hoard that stuff because I've had that for years. And I still have a lot left, kind of, because I hoard it. But anyway, I have, like, look at that. That's perfect. That fits perfect. It's perfect. I have an orange one. If I want to do, like, be all... That one's not big enough, though, really. Wait, I have a bigger one. Here we go. I can be, like, orange, like pumpkin, or just do... I think I'm just going to do a clear one, because I think that's adorable, right the way it is. Just like that. So cute! Oh, my goodness. This is the cutest thing ever. You guys have got to make one of these. Just go raid your son, your husband's old jeans. And look at that. So stinking cute. A little denim and lace pumpkin. So cute. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you will give it a try. If you do try this, please post a picture. I want to see, even if you don't use denim, whatever you use, I want to see a picture in, whoa, hello. I want to see a picture in the Pink Poodle Pack Creative Crafty Playground group so that I can be like, oh, that's so cute. I want to see them. So post pictures in there. And I hope you, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. I really appreciate it. It helps me know what you like and what I should do more of. And yeah, I appreciate it. And also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe and join my Facebook group and all that good stuff. Yeah, so I hope you liked this. This is like so cute and so fun. And if you want to, I have a Patreon. You can support my channel through my Patreon, and I also do free classes for my Patreons, and all kinds of free stuff if you join my Patreon. So totally look at that. The links will be in the description below, and yeah, I'll put a bunch of links in the description, so check them out, definitely. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a good rest of your week. And I hope you do what you love and love what you do and be nice to people. Bye!